Qué rollo, quiero mandar un saludo a mi amigo Goodfella de parte de tu amigo Jaime Munguía. Un abrazo, carnal. Ánimo.
All right, man. So Tank Davis is getting sued for allegedly sucker punching, according to the New York Post, a car attendant. He was staying at the Hotel Continental across from the Park Fast on 44th Street or some stuff in Times Square when he was waiting for his Cadillac Escalade to be returned. Now, apparently Tank Davis, Gervonta, allegedly asked another parking attendant for his car. They said the accused guy, what's his name? Jim. His last name was Jimenez. You know, had just started a shift, and you know he went up to Jimenez. Just like, where's my car at? Jimenez was grabbing another car to bring, bring back, and Jimenez said he was unaware that Tank had asked another employee for his Escalade back. And apparently he said Tank was yelling and cussing, and it led to Tank punching him, allegedly punching him in the chest. And, you know, the employees had to separate them and drag Gemini in the office. And Tank Davis, eventually did pay for his truck and left. Gemini said he suffered multiple body injuries from the blow. And, this was all allegedly happened March 8th, 2022. So a year later. Now the lawsuit was being filed in Manhattan Supreme Court or whatever, or Superior Court, whatever it was called. So I'm a power out, so I can't use my computer. So bear with me. So I'm trying to remember the story as best as I can. I read it a couple times. Shout out for Kobe for sending it. What does DMX say? He said, only nigga I break off of my last is another young nigga headed nowhere fast. He ain't headed nowhere fast, bro. He gonna end up with no money. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these dudes don't see it now. We talk about, not talking about him. We talking about Future and Youngboy having all these kids. In the music industry, that money gonna stop. One day you're not gonna be hot no more. And that show money gonna slow down, and you better make sure you got multiple investments put up. You gotta make sure. Rap money is some of the most unfor-show money out there. Hear me again. Rap money is one of the most unfor-show money out there. Dope money might be more for show than rap money. Because one day, a lot of them rappers be out here broke. They make money off shows. Not even with them doing the shows now, some of them 360 deals, some of them record deals, the label getting a piece of the show money now. So that's why you got to use your fame like Rihanna, Jay-Z did. You got to use that fame, and turn it into a fortune and go into other ventures and shit like that. But, I said before, I said that to say this, hopefully he building multiple incomes. It was told to me allegedly that he really needed this Ryan Garcia fight before he went to jail because his money was funny. Like I said, how can you expect a dude, 28 years old, 27 years old, etc., to budget money when he probably never budgeted a Sprint bill? When he never had to pay bills at the house to keep the shit on. So the way he looking at it, I'm gonna get it right back. I'm gonna get it right back. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get it right back. I'm gonna get it right back. That's how he looking at it. But you got to understand, you got to create multiple avenues of income so you can always be straight. That boxing money not always going to be there. Investing in real estate, that's mostly always going to be there. Investing into a business, if you do it right, for sure, that's pretty much always going to be there. And whatever it may be. And he ain't the most product-friendly guy out there, but then again, it's guys like T.I. and Jay-Z who got brand deals who slung rocks in the goddamn street. So it's still hope. But, I'm telling you, man, you hear some of the same stories about Floyd Mayweather. You hear some of the same stories about Floyd Mayweather and some of the stuff that he was doing in Vegas. And you just young. A lot of money. You a boxer. You don't think nobody could whoop your ass because you're a professional boxer. And, like I said, a lot of us, we made a lot of mistakes. Look at the Alabama basketball player who went to go do what he did for whatever reason to that female and threw him and his boy a career away. And could be throwing a number 2 or 3 pick overall career away because he asked him to bring him a gun. You know, and a lot of us done had close calls before too. You know, being somewhere out late. You know what I'm saying? Putting ourselves in the wrong predicament with the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said before, I can't say that I ain't never did shit wrong. Or I ain't never had no near misses out here, bro. But, you know, Tank Davis seemed not to be learning from his lesson. I told you need to go sit down. He need to go sit down. You know, he need about 90 days in jail. Probably a little bit more. The shit that he doing, he need to go sit down. You know, and if Al Heyman can't talk to him, Floyd can't talk to you, Calvin can't talk to you, you know, he needs some solitary confinement, bro. He need that time. And if that time can't get him right, bro, ain't nothing gonna get him right. Real talk. He going nowhere. He going somewhere fast. He going a long life of prison or a long life of being broke and all that shit. So ain't no point in you acting like that. You know what I'm saying? And okay, it's one thing if you think they harmed your car, they took your car for a joyride, or you get your car and it's messed up, you go through the proper precautions to sue the company. There's no need to be yelling and screaming, and nigga, you already got a rap. All they do is build that paper trail on you, bro. And then they hit you with the final boom. All they do is build a case on your ass. It's no different than them building a case on a drug dealer. That's all they doing is building a case on Tank. That's it. And he gonna do something major one day. They're gonna look back to all the cases that he caught, all the alleged trouble that he had, all the cases that was throughout, and they're gonna drop the whammy on his ass. Trust me, I know how it goes. And they gonna drop the whammy on him. And he ain't gonna be happy till they drop the whammy on him. He ain't gonna be happy. He ain't gonna be happy, so you know, you hope he figure it out, you hope he pull it together. That was probably sound like a totally avoidable incident, and now you're gonna have to come off some cash. Create more problems. Acting like a little spoiled brat. They did something to the car, guess what? The company liable for it. Don't worry about it. Get a brand new Escalade in the mail, my nigga. Ain't no point in flipping out like that. Now, if he touched you first, it's a different ball game. And of course, even if he just tapped him on the chest, of course, he gonna act like he fainted. He gonna act like he had his clavicle broken. That's exactly what you supposed to do when somebody punch you that got money. Let me get a piece of that check. He's doing like he don't know how to drive. Let me get a piece of that check. That's exactly what you supposed to do. Let me get a piece of that check. I'd have fainted, like, oh. I'd have fell out. I'd start hyperventilating and all that type of shit. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. But avoidable, man. Very, very avoidable. Adrian Brown was running around getting in a bunch of trouble. Remember, they was, you know, they gunned him down until he crossed the Kentucky-Ohio state border. You know? Ain't no real point of out of all the parking spaces, he parked right next to me. It ain't no point of there's one closer to the door too. But ain't no point of going through that, bro. That's totally avoidable. Totally avoidable, bro. In another self-inflicted wound, and all they do is build a paper trail. That's all they gonna do is build a nice fat paper trail on that ass. That's exactly what they do on the Tank. A nice fat paper trail. He gonna look up. He gonna look up and they gonna say, all this you done did and been accused of, they gonna give him some real time. But you need to go sit down for a minute, for sure. You need to go sit down. You need to go sit down. You need to go sit down, bro. You know, a lot of people say, oh, no, CJ, no. You need to think. He need to be punished for his actions, bro. And put in that time, put a lot of shit in perception, put a lot of stuff in perspective for you. You need a little bit of that time. You know, maybe a little bit longer than I'm saying he need. Probably needs in that whole year. You know what I'm saying? Probably needs in that shit for a long time, for a year. Come out a new person. Hopefully he change his trajectory, bro. Get that fame, get a little money. Start thinking I'm Big Meech. Hey, Hoover. But let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJGood313. Venmo, CJGood313. PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole 9. Link tree, the first link in the description. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.